guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are going to continue our Laravel e-commerce series. And now guys, till now we have completed that groups and category tables, which we have done: add, edit, update, delete, fetching things. So guys, now we will start with the subcategory and complete it in this video itself. Okay. So guys, now let's click on this and see what happens. You can find a link called subcategory, right? So let us copy this and let's create a page. So without any wasting time, we'll finish it very soon as possible. So let's go to first step. We will go to routes, web.php. Over here inside our admin middleware. So this is our admin middleware. We are going to create inside that a route for subcategory. Let's build it. route get function, where we have to set this and build a admin folder. Inside that admin folder, subcategory controller at index. Cool. So first step, we will create a controller now. Okay. So for that, let's start this. Terminal. Okay. Debug. Yes guys. So now php artisan make controller, that is inside admin folder / your controller name. Hit enter. Oops, we have created by mistake that at also over here. So just rename that or else delete that file and recreate it. Inside http controller, inside admin folder, you can see we have created at.php, right? So just rename this, rename, enter. Open this file again. Over here you have to rename it. So just remove that, save it. That's it guys. So no more changes. Let's close this. Let's go to web route. So you can find this controller at index function. So copy this index and go to your subcategory. Let's create a function. So with the name public function name index, where we are going to return view, which is we are going to call the page name. So we'll keep inside admin collections folder dot subcategory, right? Subcategory dot index. So here will be the files. So let's copy this. Let me arrange this. Let's go to resource views. Inside admin, inside collection, we are going to create one new folder called subcategory. Open that and create a new file called index.blade.php file. Right, everything set. Cool. So guys, now what we have to do, we will use this design, right? I mean to say this, whatever we are using in the category things, so we will use it in the same format for the subcategory too. Okay. So for that, now let's go to index page and copy everything. So before copying everything, we'll just copy the main things. For example, like tables. Copy and paste. Let's go back. Let me leave this for each loop and copy the rest. Copy and paste. So this table body will right now keep it simple. And over here we are going to do something. Instead of category, subcategory we will mention. Okay, that's it. Now let's reload the page and see the output. Control R and let's click on collections. So click on collections, go to subcategories, hit on it. Now subcategory URL, you can find the subcategory, right? So guys, now let us change the things according to our requirements. So those things, before that we have to create a table and the assign to the database. Okay, so first step, let me clear all this. Done. So now let's press Ctrl tilde and start with the migration. So type PHP artisan make colon migration, create underscore your subcategories table. Okay, you can use IES also if you want. Grammar wise you can use, or else normally you can use make sure subcategory, because Laravel includes plural, not singular things, table name. So we are using this S at last. Now hit enter, your table will be created. Yes guys, so let's go into a database migrations. You can find subcategory file over here. So what are the requirement things we have to do over here? I have already noted that into a notepad, right? So ID is already defined. Let's put this category ID. Let's say table hyphen integer, where we are going to use category ID, right? Because we are going to use the category some foreign keys. For that we will using this. Next is, you can check name, then description. For name we will give name, copy, and instead of string we will give medium text, which will be description, copy paste. And now then the final one, image. So you can use the string one, because we will just store the name and that name is too less, so we are not using. And the final one, which is that priority and status timestamp already added. So let's copy this priority, table hyphen tiny integer priority, which default we will leave as say ULT, default will give 0. So same with status default is 0, right? And the timestamp included. So guys, now let's migrate this. So Control C and PHP artisan migrate migrate. So migrating and migrated successfully, done. So guys, now you can find this into your database of FabCart. Let me load the database and check. So you can find the subcategory over here, right? So let's click on it and see all the fields which we have given. It's done. Cool. So now what we are going to do is create a model, PHP artisan make colon model. Inside model folder / your subcategory file name, hit enter. So model created successfully. You can see inside your app folder models over the subcategory. Cool. So now guys, first thing, we will define the table name. Protected is equal to your table name, that is which we have created just now, subcategories. Copy that and paste it. And let's mention the fields also. So fillables, so what are those fillables are, we can utilize in this format. Let me close this and let's divide it. To copy paste it will be easy. Second is category ID, copy paste the name, description, image, and this priority things not required, so you can directly stat it. So I just want these main data to be inserted. This is a default, it's taking as 0, so not required. So let's close this and you can find it over here. Let's save this also. Close this, and now first step, yes guys, so whatever the data are there, we want to fetch on this table, right? So like the data is nothing right now in this table, so at least you have to show the dummy itself. So as for that, let's see that it is category, name, description, image, priority. Set that names, so name, and here instead of group name, oops, you can tell category name, image, remove this icon, and this will be a status, that is show and hide, and normal action. Okay, fine, this much is enough, and whatever the remaining things we can add on it. So now you have to go to your controller back. Over here you have to fetch that dollar subcategory is equal to subcategory model colon where you are going to get the data, okay. So you have to import this class first. Before that importing, you have to check where it is. So inside your app folder, models folder, you can find this subcategory. So you can directly import the class, or else you can type the class as how it is mentioned over here. Okay, so guys, now inside where condition, inside where condition we'll put status comma dot comma, okay, not equal to 3. So 3 is nothing but 3 is equal to deleted records. 3 is equal to deleted records. That's it. And now let's pass this variable what we are creating it with okay. So now paste this. That's it. Now let's pass this to your main page. Copy it and go to your index. Over here use for each loop. Instead of collections, you are pasting subcategory items over here. So for this subcategory items, you are going to start with the table row and end table row, then your TD, table data, TD. So now guys, you can copy this table item inside the double curly brace, table item of name as per your requirement, so which we have already done in the category index page, as you can see over here, right? So we will copy this, all this status one, copy, and let's use it over here. Name category underscore ID, ID, and one more thing we left off, that is image. Let's copy this also, close, and add it over here. That's it. One more thing, image ID. So ID, image, ID, name, category, image, then status, and your category, edit and delete. So instead of category, we will mention at subcategory, edit and delete. Cool. Let's save it. Let's run and see whether the data is coming or it's showing empty. Cool. So without any errors, it has executed and there is no record in this table, so it's not showing. So guys, now let's add the data over here. Simple. So before that, I just wanted to add in a bootstrap model, so we can use getbootstrap.com. Over here, go to your documentation, click modal, modal, models. So this was the example and this is the live demo. So when you click, model comes over here. So this is the button and this is the model. So let's copy the model first, copy and paste inside your content. So below the content I have pasted. So model title is nothing but subcategory, and this is the body where we have to add the form. As simple, we will add those forms, nothing but as per our category things. So we have to just copy and paste. Let's minimize all the things and we will take it and edit as per our requirement. So as you can see, we need group. Instead of group, we need category data. So this thing, first we will solve this. So we require this category data, means we are going to save something of subcategory items related with the category things. So we will paste that is equal to category colon, same condition you have to apply, right? So let's copy this and paste. Control C, we copy and repaste it. Everything is set. So guys, now we will pass this variable to your index page, to this variable, and then take the data, right? So instead of gid, you can tell cat items. So category items, you can mention, oops, save it, that's it, and rename this category ID or name. Then normally name will be there, description also will be there, one image also will be there. You can mention as image, image itself, and icon we don't require, so just remove this, and show and hide status will be there, and the final submit button. So instead of submit button over here, we are having below itself, so you can just take out this and rename the type as submit. And main thing, form. So form tag is not available over here, so let's bring that also. Let me give space for pasting the form. Done. So let's go over here and copy this form tag and paste above the model body and end after the model footer, FORM. Cool. And change this subcategory store to, category store to subcategory store. Great. So now after this, now what we have to do, we will just test once. Before that testing, I'll show you we did not copy this button, right? So instead of that button we will copy only this model, the code, exact code what we need. So once this model should come when we click on add button. I'll just show you. So this is the add category, right? So this is my category, add subcategory, I will tell. So now over here remove this URL right here. Okay, remove this URL hash and just paste that. Simple. Okay, so target means your subcategory model. Copy this name and paste it into the ID, right? So this name is calling with the help of this data target of your model. Save this, reload the page, Control R or hit on the URL. So let's click on add. So the model comes, very cool. So check your accessories over here. You can find this mobile accessories is added from the category list. From here, from category it's coming. Okay, so now you can set this and now enter name, description and the image and show hide, right? So guys, for this we will just align it perfectly, and or else you can just move with this things, or else you can start with this only. So fine, let's get started with this to save the record. Simple. So guys, now let's copy this URL, Control C, and let's go to web.php. Let me open this sidebar. Let's make it small. Okay, so now let's click right route, where we are going to use post method. Post subcategory at the page where we have to do store. So over here storing, we have to click on it and move to your route, which at your subcategory controller. So create a function, public function at store, store, where we'll create, inside this you are going to pass a request, request $request. So now let's create a variable $subcategory. Subcategory is equal to, I hate this, I don't know why it's misbehaving. Okay, so let's continue, concentrate on it. So subcategory function, type the new. Okay, so let's copy this and paste with that again. So now we will tell the name. First we will take a what? Category ID. So this, inside this you can see category ID. Copy this category ID and paste it over here, is equal to, take the request of your input box, request request of input of category ID. So copy this category ID from here, and you can see in your route, your form which we have pasted now as a category ID. Then same thing, we will take the name, description and image and status, right? So let's move on. Copy name, description, image and status. So for image there is something else code. Let's first change the things. Name, copy description, and the priority also you can copy and paste. So guys, first now we will make for the image, as we have already created in the category controller for the image part. So we'll just use that. Let me open this, and this is the image code. So let me copy this and paste. Simple. Let's change according to our requirement. So it is the image name itself, and over here what name we gave in the file, image. So let's copy this image and now paste it here. So paste the file name. Instead of category you have to mention subcategory. Upload subcategory, copy this and create a folder on it. So this was the fab cart. Inside public uploads you have to create new folder called fab category, subcategory. So that subcategory is created now, and the file once comes, it saves and executes the condition. And now guys, after image you can see priority. So let's give that priority over here, but we don't find any priority input box, so we have to create that, right? Let me copy this. This name tag will copy over here. Take this priority name, and in this name attribute we'll make it as priority, right? Enter priority. So this will be only numbers, so we are going to enter only numbers. That's it. Okay, so save this, and now priority is also set. Final one, status, TUS. Copy this, and this also you have to set this as status, and then this should be checked if it is equal to true. If is equal to true, question mark, single quote, one, or else 0. You have to set that. If it comes like this, okay. So if it is checked, means it will say 1 or 0. So after this, finally you are going to save this record. So let's save that. $sub category, where we are going to save function. After saving, return and redirect back. So you can just tell them as return redirect back with status as subcategory inserted or saved successfully. To show this message, we have to call simple if condition statements. So at this top we will use some if statement with the session. So this is the code. I just set it in, and you can check with it. Okay, so instead of pasting at the top, we will paste at this inside the card, or inside the card body. I don't know why it's behaving in this way. Okay, so now after saving this, let's execute this once again. Reload. Now click on add. So let's select this mobile accessories, name will be this is subcategory. So you are going to create a Samsung brand. So under will give Samsung. This is a description about brand, mobile brand. Choose the image if required. So go to downloads, anything. Okay, let's choose this as Samsung brand, whatever, you can check with that, or else you can download. Priority will keep, right now we will give 0 itself, and let it be shown only. Okay, let's save. Let's see what comes now. It comes error, or okay, column not found, category ID. Let me see what is this. In the field of insert categories, category ID, where is it? So this is the subcategory. Copy this subcategory. Let's go to the subcontroller, I mean subcategory controller. Oops, we have made the biggest mistake. Please change this model name. Okay, so subcategory is the model which we are going to insert. We have added the category things, so it's a great mistake I have done. Sorry for this, guys. Please just change that model name and add the data once again. So let's click on it. Mobile accessories, it will be about Samsung. This is a description about Samsung brand. Choose the image. Open, and let's set it as 0. Save. Let's see what error comes now, or else it saves successfully. See ya, guys, subcategory saved successfully. Done. Okay, so now the record also has been come over here, but image didn't come, right? Let me check in the database the image name first. So it's loading here, guys. The image name has come, but the image doesn't show. So for that, what we have saved over here, see subcategory, right? So let's copy this, upload subcategory, and check into your table. So this is uploads category image. Instead of category image, you have to give subcategory. Save that and execute as simple, and reload this. So guys, finally it has come now, right? Cool. So guys, now what we are going to do about edit and deleting things, right? So guys, when you click on edit, you can find a URL called subcategory edit 1, right? So for this we will create a route.